signs that he will break your heart. Of course, nobody walks around trying to figure out how to break your heart. However, a lot of men, by pursuing what they want, they break our hearts in the process. So I'm going to share with you some red flags, some things that people say, etc., like how to recognize that you will be heartbroken if you will follow through. Now, firstly, often men, they kind of have this, it's not a game, but it kind of is, and it's on subconscious level. So they get close to you and then they withdraw, they kind of play hard to get. Now, when that happens, they indicate that they will probably break your heart, because the man who really wants to be with you in the long run, he will not try, like, he will not play hard to get, and he won't be withdrawing. He will be fully present with you all the time. And the more he wants you, the more present he will be, the more time he will spend with you, the more energy he will put into your relationship. So withdrawal and playing hard to get, that's one of the indications that he will break your heart. Now, if he spends more time with his friends and his family than he does with you, then is when you meet a man and he is in awe with you and he adores you and he plans the future with you. He wants to spend as much time with you as possible. Of course, some people work and they get busy, but whatever free time they get, they try to include you in that time. And even if they have something like from before and they want to see their friends, their family, they will start including you in it. They will they will introduce you to their friends, they will introduce you to the family, because they're planning to have a future with you. So if he doesn't do any of that, if he doesn't introduce you to his inner circle, if he doesn't spend as much time with you as possible, and he doesn't like try to send you a text here and there or give you a call or plan ahead, that would be a red flag, and that would mean that he is going to break your heart, and it's up to you to avoid that. Now, sex is obviously very important in our lives, but if this is all that he has to offer, if sex is all that you do and every time you meet in his or your place, and every time it's all about sex, well, he's going to break your heart, because when a man is serious about you, he will try to get to know you. He will try to really get to know who is the person behind that outside shell that you show to the world. So the other indication that he will break your heart is if he keeps talking to other women, and if he hasn't deleted his dating profiles and he has more than one woman on the go. Obviously he hasn't decided who he wants to be with, and he will most probably break your heart. He has secrets. A man who fully trusts a woman, he won't have any secrets from her, and he will include you, as I said before, in the things that he does. So if he has too many secrets and he doesn't share everything with you, or most things or whatever, of course there are cases when the man is ashamed of something, or like you need to really kind of dig deep. But if you know what I mean, if he's too secretive about his life, if you don't know what he does and what he does in his daily life and how he spends his time, he's too secretive, then he will break your heart. He purposefully hides his phone. Now that's like, usually if a man continuously like tries to hide and so that you don't see who's calling or whatever, usually it means he has another woman, and very often it's his wife. So if he purposefully hides his phone, run, because that's a red flag and he will break your heart. He doesn't keep promises. A man who wants to make you happy, when he promises something, he will stick by it. He will also plan for the future. So if a man doesn't plan for the future with you, then he is going to break your heart. That means that he's living in the now with you, but with someone else who he will be in love with. He will plan for the future. They always do, each and every time. Like, just trust me. Right, does the things that you dislike. If the man, if you tell him, I don't like this, I don't like that, and he continuously does that, and you repeat it again, and you say, I've told you I don't like it, just don't get angry and don't go in a row. But you know, just, if he keeps doing something that you dislike, and he doesn't understand that you dislike it, or he doesn't care. I have an example of, like, my mom's ex-husband. He would constantly tease her, and she found it so annoying. She didn't like it, and even I said to him, look, you know, she doesn't like it, why don't you stop? He's like, oh, but I'm just teasing. He was having fun for his own sake, and in the end he broke her heart. If a man doesn't listen, and he does something you dislike, and he doesn't want to change his way to make you happy, then he is going to break your heart, because then he's not serious enough about you. He doesn't want to make you happy. A man who wants to make you happy, he won't do things that you dislike. And of course, if you want a serious relationship, you want marriage, and he starts telling you how, let's just live in the moment, let's just enjoy ourselves, why ruin it? It's going so great. Well, for him it's going great because he's getting laid most probably with you, right? And he's having the time of his life, but he's not taking any responsibility. So if a man starts telling you all these things about how he wants to have a good time and to live in the moment, and he doesn't plan ahead, run. Like, run. Because when a man knows he wants you, he will plan ahead, and he will not live just in the moment. He will have fun in the moment and in the future with you, and he will know it, and he will plan, and he will want to have you and to claim to the world that you are his by putting a ring on it, you know. So those are some of the things that will indicate that he is going to break your heart. I hope this helps. Please put thumbs up, comment below with any questions you have, get in touch. I'd love to work with you, and of course subscribe. There are so many more videos to come on this and other topics.